we've been talking about manufacturing till now. I want to bring the services side thing into the discussion. I want to ask George and Ravi about this. George, why don't you go first? Services for the rest of the country is what? About 2/3 of this economy kind of thing, right? And it can't be kind of ignored. A lot of emphasis on manufacturing, saying, hey, manufacturing is what will get you jobs, is what will kind of actually have the trickle down that we want to happen in this country. But services dominates this country like no other business kind of thing. Tell us the perspective from this part of the world.
If you look at, of course, our businesses are a function of a large dependency to the industry in general, because the way hotels generally work is that if you're in a leisure destination, which many of our cities in India have the fortune about with, for example, the Golden Triangle in the north, for example, the south with Kerala. So there is a large dependency on what we call as leisure business. And I think Calcutta has a great opportunity there with its natural old world charm, having been also the immediate capital of the country before independence. So there are all those ingredients which help put together a perfect itinerary for somebody who wants to revisit history. So if you look at our business, we are largely dependent on a segment called as leisure. What makes things happen for us in Calcutta, for example, is a segment we call it as MICE in our hoteliering terminology. That's meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions. I must say that when you compare the opportunity of doing a conference across the country and you look at Calcutta, it's really a natural choice to have, all your large conferences, whether it's a pharmaceutical. I still remember 2 years ago, and it was so optimistic at that stage, and it just seemed like, the ball was set rolling. I still remember 2 years ago, at the beginning of December, it started with that India-England test match, and thereafter there were various conferences, the International Mining Conference, which happened here, the International IIT Alumni Meet, which took place in Calcutta. That was followed by 2 very good pharmaceutical conferences. That's probably an area where time needs to be spent. I think in terms of hotels, in terms of facilities, I think Calcutta is geared up adequately.